do planking the proper way. So do you remember that craze that went around like 3 or 4 years ago, back in like 2009, when people were just planking on everything? What is that? There is no skill involved in that. I still to this day don't know what that is. If you don't know what it was, here's what people were doing. Plank, plank. Okay, it's kind of funny. But you know what's cooler? This is how you do the acrobatic plank. And we're going to show you how. Now this is a plank. Now, like most things, it looks impossible until you know the steps. So we're going to break it down piece by piece so you can practice, get better, and eventually pull out that gravity defying trick. Here's how. So it looks like you need a heap of strength to be able to do this, and it's not really. It's all about balance points and understanding where to put the different parts of your body. Step one, we're going to do it a two-hand style. So your elbows go tuck into your stomach. Now, where everybody goes wrong is they just try and bring it into their stomach. I'll show you why later, but that's really hard. What you want to do is actually tuck them into your hip bones. All right, you've actually really got to curl over to do this, but really try and tuck your elbows against your hips. Now, the main reason that there's no strength involved is when you do put your elbows in, check out this angle. Your weight is going to go push down through your elbow. There are no muscles there that need you to hold here. That locks and holds your body, all right? You don't need any strength to do that. Your bone will hold you, especially when you've got two of them, all right? They'll lock in place, no worries. So here's our first drill. You need to find a ledge that's around about hip height, just so you can pivot over the top. What you can see here, these are my handstand bars. Now, what you want to do is come up to them, two hands, ledge, whatever it happens to be, and place them about hip width apart. Now, like I said before, just tuck them into your hips, okay? Nice and close. And once you've got them down to your hips, you're going to be able to rock forward and your feet come up. Don't worry about being flat yet. If you can't do this, it means your elbows are too high. If my elbows are up here, not going anywhere. Cool, all right, so your feet are starting to come up and you've got this little lever thing happening. It might be a bit bent, that's cool, good on you. Now, how do we make it look a little bit more pretty? You want to try and shift your weight a little bit onto one arm, because what that does is that then frees us up to be able to open our back a little bit. Your eyes want to look up, and that's going to give you a nice shape. The other thing too, pointing your toes. Pretty much every video that we've done, you got to point your toes. It looks good, it engages all your muscles, it actually makes it a hell of a lot easier. So how does that work? Okay, so we find our ledge, or our handstand bars, your hands go on. Now, rather than putting both arms in, I'm going to put more on one arm. So that elbow still has to come right down to my hips. I'm going to tuck it in. Now, watch my legs. As I come in, my legs and my toes are pointed. So, if I lean forward, my legs are going to come up. If I look up and squeeze my butt, my legs come up, okay? Now there's a bit of strength involved in that, and that's okay if you can't get it. It gives you something to work towards. So what you want to do, elbows in, weight a little bit on your stronger arm, or whichever one feels more natural. Lean forward. Now, raise your eyes, squeeze the butt, and try and lift the legs. So guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Remember, tuck nice and low down near your hips to give yourself a pivot point. Remember, not a lot of strength involved. It's all about understanding the physics and finding that pivot. Now, where can you take it? You can pop up one arm. Once you get it right, legs are nice and straight. Looks weird, eh? Have fun, guys. Catch you next time.